Hello folks, today we are going to start a brand new topic, that is operators. So in this topic we will understand major two topic, that is operators and operand, what is operator and what are the operands, and types of operator. So these are only the two topics we will understand in this topic. So let's get started. So what is operators? So let me open the notepad, and here if we are writing integer a is equals to 100 and int b is equals to 200, and if we are summing up, then let's say int sum is equals to a plus b. Now here I will ask, what are the operators and operand? So could you please tell me operators, what are the operators and what are the operands? So let's get started with the operand. So what is operand? So any variable, if we are taking any variable, that is called operands. So here our example will be a will be operands, b and sum. Why a, b and sum only? So because a is a variable, so a is a variable here, so this is called operands, b is also called operands, and here sum, that is called operands. So any variable which is taking part into the operations, that is called operands. And what are the operators? So anything is applicable on the operands. So if we are applying something plus, minus, division, modulus, or equals to, that is called operator. So operator will be here plus and equals to. So here operators will be plus and equals to, because plus is coming from here and equals to is coming from here, here and here. So basically, and we have understood about operators and operand. So in operators, plus and plus and equals to, and whereas operators we will be having a, b and sum. So now our the topic is, what are the types of operator? So types of operators, types of operators. So here the topic will be, I will be sharing this doc to you. So it will be available on my Google Drive link, so you can download it from there. I will provide this doc link to you in the description box. You can download from there. So here our topic was operators and operand. Operators and operands. So this was our first topic, and second topic is types of operator. So how many types of operator is there in Java? Types of operator. So first of all, in that is first of all we have arithmetic operators. In arithmetic operators, what we are having? Plus, minus, multiplication, division and modulus. So these are all the 5 types of operators present in the arithmetic operator. Now second is relational or comparison operator. So we can call it as relational or comparison, both are same. So in this we are having greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to, and double equals to, and not equals to. So these are all the relational operators: greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to, and double equals to, and not equals to. Again, so we are having some logical operators. What are the logical operators? So logical operators, in logical operators we are having double ampersand means and, double and or not. Again, we are having assignment operator, assignment operators. So assignment operator will be equals to, plus equals to, minus equals to, multiplication equals to, division equals to, and modulus equals to. Increment, and fifth will be increment operator, increment operators. So here example, so plus and double minus. So I will be talking like pre-increment and decrement, so we will talk further in this topic only. And the last one is ternary operators. Ternary operators. So in ternary operators, equal question mark and this colon. So these are all the types of operators: arithmetic operator, relational or comparison operator, logical operators, assignment operators, increment and decrement operators, and ternary operators. So we will talk in very detailed manner separately, like what is arithmetic operators. So let me copy here, go to the Eclipse. Here our first topic is arithmetic operators. So let's say int a is equals to 100 and int b is equals to 200. So if a plus b, if we are doing, that is called addition. So you know it very well, a plus b. So what will be the result? So int sum, just print like this. Sum. But instead of this, we can write like this as well. So we do not have to create the separate variable for that. So let's say here we will writing a minus b, and what will be writing here? Same, a minus b. So this will be treated as a string a minus b. So whatever we are writing, it will be printed as it is. But here a minus b, so here we are doing subtraction. So a minus b, write it in the brackets. So in the similar way, you can print and get the output. So a minus b, and here we will be writing multiplication and a into b, and here we will be writing division, and here we will write division, and here we will write modulus, and here modulus as well. So here sum will be, let's say 300, and here you need to change, because a minus b, a is 100 and b is 200. So let's change it here 200 and here 100 for simplicity. So 2 minus 200 minus 100, so 100 will be output, and a into b, so this will be the output, a into b, and a minus b, So 2 will be output, and here our output will be 0. So just cross check, save this and run. So sum is 300, right? A minus B is 100, A into B 20,000, and A divided by B 2, and A modulus B 0. So you can match here output. Now our second topic is, so we all know this arithmetic operators. So next topic will be relational operators. So I have also prepared this doc for you. So just write me it here. B, relational operators. Go there and just comment this. The relational comparison operator, the output will be true or false. So the values of relational operators, whenever we will apply relational operator, so our output, the values of relational operator will be always true or false, boolean value, that is true or false, true or false. So how we will apply relational operators? So how we will be compare one value to another value? So that is called relational. When we compare one values to another, then there we have to apply relational or comparison operators. Let's say int a is equals to, so a is already defined right here. So just comment this and write it here. Let's say integer a is equals to 100 and int b is equals to 200. So if we are writing a greater than b, is that true? So you can check, a is 100 and b is 200, so that is not true. So a is 100 and 100 greater than 200, no. So the output will be false. So here output will be false. Just use brackets. We are using brackets here because we have to separate this a greater than b. So for separation purposes we are using brackets, because this is considered a string, and from a string we have to separate this comparison. So we have to separate this comparison because this is treated as a string, and we have to separate this comparison with this string separately. That's why we are using plus here, and we are writing into the parenthesis. So output will be false. Just cross check. So a greater than b, false. Now in the same way, just copy this. So a less than b, let's say here a less than b, what will be output? So a is 100 and b is 200, so obviously b is greater, that's why we are getting true. Cross check. So a greater than b, true. Again, if we are writing a greater than equals to, and here as well a greater than equals to b, so a is 100 and b is 200, so neither a is greater or nor a equals to b, because a is 100 and b is 200, so this is not equal. And A is also not greater than B. That's why our output will be false. In this statement, we are comparing two operators. First one is that is greater than, and second one is equals to. So we are checking here, first of all, this greater than and this equals to. So we will check for this operand as well, or this operator as well, and for this operator as well. If anything is true, then the output will be true. The same way, A less than equals to B, and here A less than B. So A is 100. So here again output will be A less than equals to B. So A is 100 and B is 200. So obviously A is smaller. So output will be true because less than is satisfied. And again it is checking A equals to B. A equals to B. So again it is checking A equals to B. A equals to B? No. So one condition is satisfied. That's why it is true. Again here we are comparing this greater, less than and equals to. So if anything here in this example, if any operator is true, if we are applying some conditions and if one of the condition is being satisfied, either this less than or equals to, then the output will be true. So A equals to B, A double equals to B. So is it A equals to B means A is equal to B? Is it true? No, because A is 100 and B is 200. So that's why it will be false. And again, if we are taking not equals to, so A not equals to B, that is correct, true. So this operator is called not equals to. So A is 100 and B is 200. Is it not equals? Yes, true. So just check this output. You will get the same output as I have listed. So here false, A greater than false, true, here true, false, true. You can check false here, and this is true, this is true. So this was the example of relational operators. Now comment it and move forward. Now coming to C. So what is C? C is logical operators, the third operator. Control C, go there, Eclipse, logical operator. So again it is the values of logical operator the values, the result of here values, instead of values we have to write result. The result of logical operator will be boolean values. And what will be boolean values? True or false. And it works between relational and logical operator. It works between relational and logical operators. So let me take one example. So let's say again we are taking this same example. Int a is equals to, or let's say boolean b is equals to true, and boolean c is equals to false. So if we are writing system out.println b and percent c, could you please let me know the output? What will be the output? So b and percent c, we have to write it in the parenthesis. So what will be the output? So b is true and c is false. So obviously and percent says if both the operands are true, then only it will be true for this double AND. So our output will be true and false. So obviously false will be the result. Why? Because it will consider true and false. True and false. So obviously it will be the false will be the answer. In the same way, if it is when it will be true, so let's say here just print this. So b and c equals to false. You can see b and c equals to false. When it will be true, when c will be true, then the output will be true here. Just run this. B and C now is true. So when both the operands are true, and if we are doing and% sign, then the output will be true, otherwise false. Now you tell me for OR operator. So let's say if we are doing here logical OR, and if we are doing here logical OR, so what will be the output? The output will be true. Why? Because here we are doing true and true. So both are true, both operands are true, that's why the true will be the result. So just print this. So b and c is true, and b or c is equals to true. So here b and c are also true, and b or c are also true. But if I want to do it here false, so false should be the output. Then what to do? We have to change either of the true, it will not impact it. So let's say if we are changing here false, again the true will be the result. Just check once. True. Again it is true. But here B and C is false. So if we are making this false as well, then this B or C will be true. B and C will be false, and B or C will be false. So why this is happening? So or this OR operator says that if any of the operators are true, either B is true or either C is true. If any of the operator is true, if any of the operands are true, then the true will be the result. It is not. So if we are writing like this, so the b is variable, and with the help of variable we are writing this not. So not says if anything is true then the output will be false. If it is false and we are applying not, then the output will be true. So here b is false, b is false, so not of false, what we are getting? True, true as a result. Save and just run this. So here true. So let's say c is here we are doing true, and if we just want to print c value as well, so let's say here we will write c and here we will write c. So c is true, so here output will be false, because c is true, negation of true, that will be false. So here negation of true will be false. So false will be the output, false will be the output. So we are done with this logical operators as well, and now we are moving towards assignment operator. So assignment operators, so it is also very simple. So just add like this. So we have already seen that int a is equals to 100, so we are applying this equals to sign here. So we are assigning 100 values to a variable a, and which is of int type. So this is called assignment operator. So let's say if we are doing like this, system.out.println, and if we are writing like this, a plus equals to, let's say 10, so what will be the output? So here it means a plus equals to 10. It means it says, so we are writing here, so here it says a is equals to a plus 10. So this statement and this statement is same. Here we are doing assignment operator plus equals to at the same time, but here we are just separating this plus and this equals. So this statement and this statement is similar. So here output will be, if we are doing here, let's say a is 100, a is 100, and in 100 we are adding 10, so 110 will be the output. So 110 will be the output. So if that is same, then this output will be same as well. So the answer will be 110. Save and just run this. So you see 110, a plus equals to b 110. In the same way you can apply for subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus as well. So just so here this is for subtraction, this is for subtraction, this is for multiplication, this is for multiplication, this is for division, here division as well, this is for modulus, and write modulus here as well. So the output will be A will be here 110. The output will be A is equals to 110. So now A was 100 and now A is 110. So in 110 we are subtracting 10, right? So 100 will be the answer. And in 100 now A is 100. So in 100 we are adding 10. So 1000 will be the answer. Multiplication, excuse me. So A is 100 now. So A is 100 now. Now in 100 we are doing multiplication by 10. Multiplication by 10. So 1000 will be answer. And in 1000 we are we are applying division by 10. So 100 will be the output, and in modulus 0 will be the output. You can check this. Is equals to 100, 1000, 100 and 0. So 0. Let's say what we are doing here. So previously A was 100, right? So here we are doing 100 plus 10 equals to 110. Now this is the value of A. So this is the value of A. This is the value of A, 110. Now in 110, now A is 110. In 110 we are dividing. So what we are doing here? So in 110 minus, we are doing 10 here. So 100 will be the output. So just remove this. So 100 will be the output. 100 will be the output. Now this is the value of A now. Now again here. So now A equals to 100. Now 100 into 10. What will be the output? 1000. So now the A value will be 1000, and here from 1000 we are dividing by 10 here. So what we are doing here? So 1000 divided by 10 equals to 100. So now A value will be 100. Now again here we are doing, so A is 100. Now 100 modulus 10. So what will be the output? Output will be 0, because when we are getting remainder, so the remainder will be 0. The same it is here as well. So this was the assignment operator. Now, so next thing will be increment and decrement operators. Increment and decrement operators. So there are two types of increment and decrement operator. So this is called increment and this is called decrement. So plus plus is called increment and minus minus is called decrement. So increment is of two type. So increment is of two type. Post increment. So if we are having plus, double plus at the end of the variable, then this is called post increment. And what is pre increment? If we are having plus plus at the beginning before the variable, that is called pre increment. In the same way, decrement is of two type: post decrement and pre decrement. So in post decrement, if we are having minus minus sign after the variable, then this is called post decrement. And pre decrement will be if we are having minus minus sign before the variable, that is called pre decrement. So let's say talk it here. So let's say increment and decrement operator. In decrement and operators, let's say int a is equals to 100, right? So if we are saying that system out.println, let's say a plus plus, so what will be the output? 100. Let's say in the same way, if we are doing like this, a is equals to a plus plus, could you please let me know what will be the output? A is equals to a plus. What we are doing here, let's say in a we are assigning 100 and then we are doing plus 1. So first of all we are assigning this 100 to the a variable, so our output will be 100. Output will be 100. Just cross check. So output will be 100. Let's say if we are doing like this, so we are doing pre-increment, so we are removing plus plus and we are doing plus plus a, so here as well. So now what will be the output? Could you please let me know what will be the output? So here output will be 101. So 101 will be the output. In the same case, let me talk about decrement operator. So let's say here just remove this and remove this as well, and here minus minus a. So here a we are assigning this variable a. So in this example this will be the answer. So for this a we are assigning this a to a variable. So first of all we are assigning, so that's why 100 will be the output, and in this a plus a equals to plus plus a, so we are just incrementing and then we are assigning, so 101 will be the output. Now a equals to 101, so in this we are assigning firstly, so 101 was the output, so 101 is still same, and in a equals to 101 now, so before that assigning we are decrementing it, so 100 will be the output. Just cross check, control S and save now. So 100, 101, 101 and then 100. So this was increment and decrement operator. So our last operators left is ternary operators. Go to the Eclipse, comment it. And what is the ternary operator? What are the syntax for that? So let's say variable, so var is equals to expression, after that question mark, and result 1 colon result 2. So in ternary operators we are using two operators. First one is question mark and second one is colon. First of all, variable will be there, and expression, we have to write expression here, and after expression we have to write this question mark. And if it is expression, if this expression is true, then result 1 will be the output. If expression will be false, then result 2 will be the output. Let me take one example. Let's say int a is equals to 100 and int b is equals to 200. So what we will be writing? Let's say integer, or let's say here boolean b is equals to a greater than b. If it is true, then write question mark and you have to write true colon false, and you have to write it in parenthesis. Excuse me, right, C. So we are just using a greater than b. If a greater than b, then this is the, if this is correct, then this will be the result. If it is false, if this is false, then our this will be the result, and the resultant value will be stored in this variable c. So what will be the output? Let's say I just want to print C. So C, so A greater than B. A is 100. So what we are writing here? Let's say 100 greater than 200. So obviously it is false, right? So obviously it is false. So in that, false will be the answer. So false will be the answer. False will be the answer. So here false will be the answer. False. Excuse me. Yeah. So C will be false. Let me take one more example here. Let's say first of all, let's say boolean of str, or let's say string str equals to b greater than a. If it is true, then print yes, otherwise print no. So what we are doing here, b greater than a, is it true? B 200 greater than 100, yes, it is correct. So it will print yes. So in str, yes will be there, and if you want to print str value str, save this. So yes will be printed, just check once. So yes, str value yes is there. I will share this whole example that I have illustrated in this video and along with this PDF file. So in that all the things is there, all types of operator along with example. So you can go through that and practice more and more. You will get familiarized with all the concepts when you will practice. Thank you. Thank you for watching.